didn't know what to do, so she wrote this little poem, which every word is true. I would love to tell you the story on this most wonderful day. I was born and raised in this little town, and I loved it all the way. I married and raised 5 wonderful girls and 10 most wonderful boys, and 78 of the greatest grandchildren, and 74 of the great. The 7 brave soldiers by my side I really appreciate. There were also 6 little angels, which would have made us 21. But really, through no fault of ours, God took them one by one. With one dear husband by my side who watched me all the way, I thank the Lord for everything on this most wonderful day. 10 of the boys were older boys, and 7 went to sea. They all came back in uniforms, as happy as could be. There were also one dear son who passed away on the 22nd of March, 1975. He fought in World War II. He was a staff sergeant. He was 53 years old. He was wounded 3 times. He won the Purple Heart, 3 Oak Leaf clusters, the Silver Star, and the Gold Star. He was my dear son, William J. Meldrum. I hope he served his country well. I know he went through hell. I pray God won't forgive him, for I know he done real well. Written by his dear mother and family, and wife and family. We'll also have our own ball team when playing a game of ball, and have our own musicians when entertaining at a hall. I made this poem one evening after retiring to my bed. I knew it well by morning, for I had it in my head. I wouldn't want this job nowadays in this generation gap, for if you told them what to do, they may try to slap you back. Now listen here, dear children, be careful where you go, for things can happen mighty fast, and you may never know. There are also 4 grandchildren who maybe you do not know, who God took away so quickly that they never wanted them shown. When we first got married, it was for better or for worse. It lasted nearly 60 years. The last was like the first. I pray that when God calls us, we're in a state of grace, and He has room for everyone and gives them each their place. My husband was a real good welder. He was also a real fine man, but every time he struck an arc, they all took off and ran. They took me to Ann Arbor. They said they would make me well. They came back a whole week later and said they had done real well. They said they took the 72-foot taper, but I really went through hell. If he would have lived just 4 more months, it would have made it 60 years. But you know that all means diamonds put to me, and means just tears. I don't know how I miss him in all these 60 years. Now I sit here lonely, my eyes are full of tears. I hear the buglers calling so far, far away. I know it's my dear husband who is really there to stay. I hope that when he calls me up there, that he will have a real soft chair, and also a real long poker for getting that hot out here. My children seemed all happy. They seldom fought or swore, but every time that old stork went by, they dropped another at our door. My husband said, now listen, honey, that bird's not coming back here anymore. So he got his sawed-off shotgun, and he watched him at the door. I hope that if St. Peter comes to open up the gate, that we will tell him all our sins, so he may let us stay. I think I told a story where there's nothing I forgot. I know I told you everything I've already said aloud. Now listen here, dear people, it would be nice to start to pray, for God knows every word you say. I am sure He'll watch you all the way. I would like to make one more request before they lay me down to rest, to have this poem played over by my dear son who sings the best. That's Mickey Meldrum. I thank him with all the rest. I pray we meet together upon the judgment day, and God will say, come on, you all, and He may lead the way. This poem was written by Phoebe M. Meldrum on her 77th birthday, 1974, copied by Richard Meldrum. I thank him